It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back.
It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show with J.Hall and DJ Akademiks.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Let's get it.
Jill, what's good? It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show. Myself, J.Hall. This guy right here, DJ Akademiks. What's good, my brother?
That's right. This guy.
Hey, man. Hey, it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
We've been working. How you?
I'm as good as I'm gonna get right now.
Let's not be vague, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm wounded, but I'm still battered, bruised, but I'm still here.
Speak about as good as you can.
Yeah, as good as I could be right now. Yeah, but I'm happy.
Some trials and tribulations.
Trials, tribulations, some peaks and ponds. I ain't gonna say valleys and peaks, some peaks and ponds. But I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Learned lessons. Learned some valuable life lessons over the past couple of weeks. I say that.
Really?
Very.
You know, that remind me, you ever seen that old Kevin Hart movie on Rockefeller? I think it's called Break-In or something like that. It's him and Benny Siegel.
Paper Soldiers?
Paper Soldiers, yeah.
What you say, break-in?
I'm sorry, man. They were breaking in houses.
Break-in?
And
that was definitely way before Rockefeller.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about the fact they were breaking in houses. That's why. So anyway, at the end, Kevin Hart, the judge sentenced him. And I think he said something like, 3 years, bam. And Kevin Hart was talking. He was like, 3 years? I learned my lesson right there. Ain't no 3 years. It's like, that's how I always think, man. Like, sometimes I don't necessarily need the consequence sometimes. Like, sometimes once I mess up at that moment or I'm caught up in something, I'm like, at that moment, I'm like, no, please, I'm good. Like, I get it now. I get it.
Believe me, I get it.
Dude,
Done.
I was 16, man. I crashed my old bird, my mom's whip, man. I hit the back of this van because I couldn't stop. This is some Detroit snow. So, we ain't got that little snow they got here in Detroit. But I hit the back of this van, man, knocked myself out and everything, trashed it, right? What I didn't know was I was riding dirty. My mom had canceled. Well, the insurance got canceled because we was broke. So I was wondering, like, when they came to the hospital, my mother and my grandmother came into the hospital, like, in a cab. I'm like, what y'all come up in a cab? What a rental? They're like, we ain't got the insurance. I'm like, oh, man, I messed up. Totally messed up.
Yeah, you messed up.
Mind you, I'm already 15, 16 years old, so I'm 16. I'm about to get in trouble from my mother, you know what I mean? But I learned a lesson, like, right then. Because I was like, the fact that we had to catch a cab, this is Detroit, homie. This ain't New York. We don't catch no cabs. And to catch a cab back home, man, you're going to be out there for like an hour.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo.
They're going to ride past you about 4 times.
They don't even ride past. Back in the day, we had to call. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I said to say I definitely had learned my lesson, man. And to this day, like, I don't be, when I'm on snow, I ride real slow. Mm-hmm. So I definitely understand, man. What else been going on, man? We got any announcements before we even get started? Anything?
New parties, new venues, just progression.
Okay.
Just progression.
Yeah, I see you doing your party thing.
Foot on next season.
I was with you for your birthday.
This fall. I was ready for the fall. Fall's gonna be real good. Football season is back.
Man, why is it almost fall already? When I saw preseason, I was not ready for this. Yeah, I'm not ready for this fall. I wanted this summer to last a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. I feel like summer's over already.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just spring.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Instagram meme. It said the year went January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August.
Like it just tiptoeing all out of here.
Yeah, it just got started. After March,
right.
0 to 60, real quick. 0 to 100 on it.
For real, man. All right, man. Well, shoot. Let's go ahead and get to the show. What the first order that happened just the other day, and we kind of waited to talk about this because I kind of wanted to see the results.
Free.
ASAP Rocky
is
free after spending a month in Sweeten jail. He did like 3 days in court. He gave us a testimony. For those that don't know, if you saw the video, there was some guys that was pretty much stalking him. ASAP did everything. I mean, he even begged these guys to not mess with him. I mean, he pleaded with them, and they kept throwing things at him, threw headphones at him, and him and his bodyguard, got into a fight, and then they got arrested. One of the guys' charges got dropped. They were free.
Well, everybody's charges got dropped except ASAP's.
Well, him and the bodyguard was chilling up in there.
The bodyguard's charges got dropped too.
Well, I meant like the guys that were fighting him, they got arrested for like an hour, pretty much. And everybody was talking about it, but it was kind of controversial because of the comments what A$AP Rocky had said about I live in Soho. Be asking me about Ferguson. This was a few years ago. Those comments had resurfaced of him talking about I'm trying to get in these bitches' draws. Every black person got to be. I'm paraphrasing. Just because I'm a black rapper, I got to be talking about this. I'm gonna talk about this lean. Pretty much a very ignorant comment. And now that he's free, and you also had Donald Trump that was behind it, claiming,
get home ASAP.
Trying to take credit for something. The Sweden president wasn't having it.
Did you see the meme with Trump with the waves in the beard?
No, for real.
Like this is how Trump thought. This is how Trump felt when he said, "Get home ASAP."
Yeah,
this is how he thought he looked to the black community.
Yeah. So he's home now, but I guess my question, because everything has already been discussed before. We already know that the comments he said that was done.
The verdict doesn't come down till August 14th though.
My question to you is, do you think a situation like this have taught A$AP like a lesson as far as the fact why his comments were so damaging, what he said a few years ago? Or you think A$AP is just happy to be free, he don't give a damn?
I think it's both. He's happy to be free and he don't give a damn, but he understands what was going on now. He understands it can happen to him now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think he understands that. So, but I actually heard something that's crazy about Sweden. Like, if he's found not guilty, he can actually get like paid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he can get like compensated or whatever.
There's so many different stories about over there. There were stories that the prison system is inhumane the first couple days, but then the last couple days, couple weeks are like a hotel. Like there's so many stories over there. I didn't necessarily have anything attached to it. Like I didn't necessarily want to say like, I mean, first of all, I'm not for injustice. I don't care who it is, right? Yeah. But with the A$AP situation,
right is right, wrong.
That's what it is, right? His comments, and I'm not one to believe that a person got to suffer through something when you make a comment. Like, now you're gonna learn your lesson. Like, I don't think people have to experience things to learn their lesson. Like, I'm not really necessarily with that kind of language. But what I will say is that with this situation, I didn't really have anything about it because I was like, oh man, that's wrong. I hope he get out. That was just my attitude. I was like, I hope he get out. I didn't want to like rally behind it because it's not like that's a situation that's happening so huge over in Sweden because that's rich ninja problems. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know too many people who go over to Sweden and that happens to them unless you are like a rock star. So this injustice, to black artists is kind of like, all right, I mean, it's something to pay attention to, but it's not on my scale of civil rights that I'm really, really looking. But, I'm glad he's home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely glad he's home or whatever. I mean, I hope that when I get in trouble, somebody don't pull up something that I said on Twitter and think that I deserve my punishment because of something I might said. Or, nowadays, something can be taken out of context and they'll be like, you deserve that. So I don't know. But I don't think necessarily it's going to mean like he learned a lesson because to be honest with you, this whole time while we were all having these conversations, he was in jail. He might not even thought about that comment that he made. And I'm pretty sure he had to be informed once he got out where everybody was talking about.
Yeah, he didn't see that. He just found out about that comment just now. He didn't hear about that when he was in jail. If he was in a Swedish jail and it was inhumane, he definitely didn't have no internet access.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the gram.
I was glad that it wasn't over, the Sweden president and Donald Trump wasn't trying to like prove a point who had the biggest stick in the yard. Because I didn't feel like Donald Trump was helping the situation. Because you couldn't get him out. What you gonna do? You gonna tell the Sweden president what to do in his country?
And that's just gonna have him locked up even more.
Right. That's like somebody trying to tell you what to do. Ain't nobody been able to tell you anything since you've been there. You understand? So I was hoping that A$AP was not gonna be in jail because you had two people trying to flex their power. So he out. He's about to perform. I think like next week. He'll probably do an interview soon. But I'm hoping that he learns a lesson from this situation.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
But I think we need to be prepared to understand that he might have learned many lessons or he might have learned one, but it's important for people to understand. That don't mean he learned a lesson that you want to learn. So you might want to have to like fall back and see how he grows and see how this situation really develops within him because right now, he like anybody else who came home. He just happy to be home.
Yeah, he just happy to be out. Free. Give us free.
Don't expect for him to be out there throwing no fists and protests and everything. Right now, he just want to be home. And it's hard to tell a brother who didn't been in jail to go out there and start protesting for a cause that can get you right back in jail.
Yeah.
That's hard for anybody.
It's tough.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay in the house on this one.
Yeah,
Y'all just tell me how it went.
Right. I ain't like, oh, they doing what? Oh, yeah, wait. Let me I'm going to the house for a second. Y'all go back. I'm gonna catch up. You know what I'm saying? You start doing stuff like that. Another thing that popped up while we was gone, this kind of already got discussed, but I just want to ask you about it. What you think about Blueface said he's the best lyricist in the game?
No, I'm not.
You think that was a troll? Or do you think he's serious?
No attention to that.
You think he was trolling? Or do you think he was serious?
No, he's the worst. Like he's the worst. Like he just take your record and
So is he worse as in we old and we think he's worse because we don't understand young, or he's worse as in even under the crop of young dudes he's worse?
Nah, even under the crop of young dudes, he's horrible. I mean, we got young dudes, YB and Corday, that's nice.
Definitely nice.
Yeah, well, a 16-year-old will tell you he's a horrible rapper.
Yeah, he never met a beat that he couldn't rap off beat to.
He can barely rap on beat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I almost thought he was doing it on purpose. Like, I really thought it was intentional. And then I was like, oh, no, he's serious. Like, he really can't find a beat.
You really suck.
Yeah. Like, you reading off your notepad and just talking.
You just caught a record.
Yeah. Like, for real. You think seriously, you think he was just trolling, or he really just believed that because he just going by?
He should believe that he's one of the best. I mean, you should have. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. Because I don't.
See, I think
don't believe in himself.
I think there's a difference between believing yourself but believe what you can do. Like an NBA player know that they need to be an NBA player, but there were other players on the court that knew they wasn't Jordan. Mm-hmm. Like they would be like, oh no, he's the best player in the game. I mean, nobody's arguing with LeBron. Like a third bench player is not going to sit there and think like, I believe I'm greatest player to ever live. Like they know they're not as good as LeBron. Like you're not as good as Steph Curry. So I'm saying like, yeah, you got confidence at the fact that you need to be in this game. But you said you the best lyricist. I think there's just too many people. I think the baby.
You know who else said they were one of the greatest lyricists of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah, lately. Like as in.
Oh no, we was gonna touch on that though.
Oh, okay.
No. We gonna touch on that. I know what you're talking about. We gonna touch on that.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah. We gonna touch on that. You gotta pay attention. We gonna touch on that. Yeah. We gonna touch on that. I was like, wait. That's coming up. But yeah, I just want to know what you thought about that. Big shout out to Young Miami. She survived an unfortunate mishap. Her car.
It's not in here what I'm talking about.
Yes, it is. I put it in there. You're not paying attention, dog. You're not paying attention.
Tell you.
I'm on something else, but you just not reading.
I'm reading.
Dog, I got it right here.
What number?
I got it right here, dog.
Arguing on the podcast.
They don't. Yeah, we're arguing on the podcast because you don't know how to pay attention. Number 4.
It's not number 4. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, then we'll get to it when we get to number 4. Then.
Oh, okay.
It is on there exactly. You don't pay attention. God, yo.
I didn't see the second line.
Yes.
You right.
Messed up my whole train of thought because you want to be right.
I did want to be right.
Oh my God, yo,
right.
ego, man, ego.
Ego is just right.
You wanted to be right. You couldn't wait.
Because I didn't see it.
You couldn't wait. Exactly.
Whatever. Finish it.
Exactly. Young Miami. Unfortunately, she was in a near accident because someone was shooting at her car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she wasn't.
Yeah, she's fine.
Hurt,
she's pregnant right now.
Yeah, that could. Hopefully, I mean, she could still be. Even just her blood pressure going up and being startled could harm her pregnancy. So we wish the best for Young Miami.
Here's a question that came up online. And yes, it is cruel to shoot at anybody. It is definitely cruel to shoot at a pregnant woman in her vehicle while she's driving. But here's a question that came up online. What if this was somebody who she scammed back in the day? Who saw her and was like, yeah, now's the time. Like, they credit's still hurting. Like, they money and everything that they had and their savings is still gone. And not only did you steal from them, but they now seeing you blowing up and everything, and you got to hit records, and they happen to see you, they like, I don't give a damn. Mm. I mean, if that's on some hood stuff, is that justified?
I mean,
I'm just asking.
Violence is never justified.
Okay.
Let's just say that. Violence is never justified. But I don't know. It's just tough. Being pregnant with a baby, that's kind of a soft spot. So it's kind of tough.
But if somebody scammed you, stole something from you, like you think about you being a father, say somebody stole something from you that was meant for your children, and then karma ain't get them back no time soon. You seeing them popping up on the radio, you being reminded of this every single time you hearing, and your blood is boiling, and then you happen to see them in the ride.
How much did I get scammed for?
They took money out your little girl's mouth, man.
How much did they take?
They took your little girl's gift. You was about to go buy your little girl, your 9-year-old girl. You was about to go buy something for her birthday, man.
Was I about to get a little
yeah. Something she really wanted, and you had the money.
Bike?
Yeah,
and about to buy a car.
And listen.
Like, what scale gift?
Listen,
are you talking
put it
about?
to you like this, right? I'm gonna sum it all up. When you couldn't get it for your daughter was like, "You suck, Dad." You're the worst dad ever. I don't ever want to see you again. Let's say it's on that level, right? Let's say it's on that level, and then you see her. I'm saying.
I might.
I'm just saying.
I'm not condoning it, but I understand.
Like listen. Most of us who didn't got if we got scammed.
It's a terrible situation.
I'm saying most of us, if we had got scammed before, and if we had got robbed before, we're not expecting to see that same dude or woman on TV every day. It's like when DMX said he used to rob dudes back in the 80s, and then in the 90s he was popping as an artist. Mm-hmm. You know, there was dudes that was still looking at him like, no, that's Earl. No damn DMX, that's the dude that robbed me on the subway. That's Earl. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The city girls talk about scamming.
I understand the thought process.
Okay.
And why you would want to, understandably, but not condoning it. Not condoning it.
Okay.
I see what you.
In the words of the great Chris Rock, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
No, I'm just asking. I read it online.
Great setup. That was a very good setup.
I read it online, and it proposed a good question. I don't know. Because listen, I had somebody steal from me. No, I'm going to get you there. I had somebody who stole from me. Like, for example, when I was in college, man, this dude stole our rent. I almost ended up homeless. It's been years, man. I don't know how I'm going to react if I was ever see him. But I'm saying if I was to see him, like, say he turned into a rapper or he turned into a famous actor, and I'm seeing him on TV, and everybody's like, yo, this is the greatest guy ever. And I'm like, no, that's the dude that almost got me homeless.
He might catch a fade.
That's what I'm saying, yo. He might.
Couple fades.
And honestly, if you want me to put a little extra on it, the way he stole from us, he had his girl do it. So, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying what it is. So, you know. That's how it happens. All right, so let's get to it. This top 50 list had came out on the Brood podcast, had tweeted, and it had a lot of people on there, and it kind of went viral, and everybody's been, you know, let me talk about it. So let me read just a little bit, you know, off this list. It had Jay-Z number 1, it had Nas number 2, it had Pop number 15. Rakim number 12.
The hell?
You know, let me see. Lil Wayne 37. Mace 41. But the one thing that caught everybody's attention was number 3, Joe Budden. Now let me tell you what Joe Budden was over. Styles P, Black Thought of the Roots, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Biggie, Ghostface, Kendrick Lamar, Benny Siegel, Rakim, Pusha T, Redman, Park, Scarface, oh yeah. Twister, Method Man, Eminem, Prodigy, Mos Def, Cool G Rap, yeah.
Well, let's just keep it a stack. I mean, Joe Budden was definitely a typo. We all know that. Joe Budden even knows that.
He's not. That wasn't a typo. That was intentional.
No, that was a typo.
I think that was a troll. That was a troll.
I want to say that's a typo.
That's a troll. How you gonna typo all them characters? Well, you ain't typo all them characters.
But you put Beanie before Pop. You put Redman before Pop. Come on, man.
See, to their credit, and I'm gonna tell you why this was intentional. Because
before Pop?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why this is intentional. Look what they wrote on top. They said, "Let's argue." That's what I'm saying. I can't waste my energy sometimes on these things, man, because you are purposely doing this because you want to rile up these discussions. I don't mind a good hip hop debate. I promise you I don't. But I can't argue craziness.
Stack Bundles on any all-time rap list?
I have no idea. What number is he?
He's 42. Like, why is Stack Bundles on anybody's all-time list?
Yeah, that's a damn good question.
That makes me. And Roy, is that Royce the 5'9"? That's supposed to be Royce. Is that supposed to be Royce?
What number?
Is that at 21? That's supposed to be Royce 5'9". Your boy, your Detroit brother.
Oh, I had to click on it twice because mine is
Your Detroit brethren. Killer Mike.
I guess that's Royce. Yeah.
Killer Mike.
LL Cool J is number 46.
Killer Mike over Ice Cube? Are you serious?
Yeah. This is a lot. This was a lot,
Killer
man.
Mike over Ice Cube.
Lloyd Banks number 50.
Killer Mike over
Big
Pun.
So hold on. Let's
Mike over Rick Ross.
hold on, bro. Hold on. Let's be on the same page for a second. Hold on, bro. On this, off the top of this right here, who can we say should not be on this list?
Stack Bundles.
All right, so Stack Bundles should not be on this list. All right, he's one.
Next one should not be on the list. Killer Mike.
You don't think Killer Mike should be on the list? I think Killer Mike should be. Yeah, he should be on top 50. Yeah, I think so.
Lloyd Banks should not be on the list.
No, I don't think Lloyd Banks should be on the list.
No, he should not. No, he should not.
No.
Royce, if that's Royce the 5'9", he should not be on the list. I don't care what Royce it is. Royce should not be on the list.
Man, he can be in the 40s. I think Royce can be in the 40s.
All time? Stop it.
I think he can be in the 40s.
Yeah, that's because he's from Detroit.
No, actually, I wasn't even a fan of Royce when I was coming up.
Then what are you talking about? You sound ridiculous.
I'm speaking objectively.
You sound ridiculous.
Objectively, his skill set was good. I said in the 40s, bro.
No, he sounds ridiculous.
Okay. Well, one thing this list has a huge problem with, though, there's no women. There's a good 20 MCs on here that MC Light would destroy herself.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
But Kim should definitely be in the top.
Lauren Hill.
Kim should definitely be on there.
Lauren Hill should definitely be on there. MC Light should definitely be on there.
Lauren Hill shouldn't be in there.
Yes, Lauren Hill should definitely be in top.
Album.
So yes, dude.
She rapped on her album.
Dude, she rapped on two Fugees albums and her album.
Bro, she wasn't a rapper.
Yes, she was. She was a lyricist. What are you talking about? So Wyclef was better than her? Price was better than her?
No.
Okay then.
We're definitely not putting them on the list.
Lyrically, Lauren was tough. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Yes, she was.
No, dog. Who you telling me Lauren couldn't take out Lloyd Banks?
Lauren could definitely take out Stack's Bundles.
Okay, I mean, come on, bro.
All my New York people gonna probably hit me up like, "Why are you going on Stacks like that?" I'm not going on Stacks. I'm just saying.
Nah.
He knows.
Lauren Hill should definitely be on this list. MC Light should definitely be on this list. There's some women that should definitely be on this list.
28. Like, come on now.
Yeah, Rhapsody should be on this list. I think Rhapsody is dope. I think she should be on this list. She's dope. You know who nobody ever talks about though? Like lyrically, people don't really talk about Queen Latifah, even though she was tough.
Mm-hmm.
People don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. When you think of all time, when I'm looking at this list right here, Lupe Fiasco should not be 20. He had potential, but he never really held up to that potential. Big Boy 32.
Most disrespected on the list is definitely Ice Cube.
I agree. I think Ice Cube is definitely disrespected on this list.
Most disrespected. Big Pun is. Matter of fact, I take that back. Big Pun is the most disrespected on this. He's at 44.
Yeah, Big Pun is definitely disrespected. No, LL Cool J, dog. LL Cool J is the most disrespected MC on this list is LL Cool J, number 46.
Yeah, he is disrespected.
That means you're saying
he is disrespected on a legit list. This is definitely not a legit list, but
But LL does get disrespected. That's right. There are people who have made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame over LL. Like LL definitely constantly gets disrespected.
Recently told you he was the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he came up with the term damn near. Yeah,
the whole album.
Yeah, so yeah, LL is the most disrespected. So okay, our most disrespected on this list would be LL. You know who else is not on this list? Big Daddy Kane.
He isn't.
Big Daddy Kane. KRS-One is not on this list.
Coogee Rap's on there.
Coogee Rap should definitely be in the top 50. I don't know how ranked I would say high, but he should definitely be in the top 50. Most definitely. There's no way Biggie should be that low.
Yeah, Biggie 8.
Yeah.
Jada, Fab, Back Thought, Styles.
Yeah.
I'm not even paying attention to the Joe Budden thing. But
well
I just believe that's a typo, and I'm not even going to feed into anything else with that.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to try to do some positive. I'm going to tell you who is on this list. I am glad it's on this list, though. I think it's underrated. AZ.
Yeah, AZ's on the list.
I think AZ sitting at 40 is not a bad number.
Yeah, I think he's about right. I was going to actually say he's about right.
Yeah, I think AZ is about right. I think 8-Ball is about right. I wouldn't put him over Pun.
I don't know about 8-Ball.
I think 8-Ball was lyrically good.
I don't know about 8-Ball.
At the bottom 40s, I ain't mad at that.
I don't know about 8-Ball.
I'm not mad at the bottom 40s, bro.
If we had to put the 50 greatest rappers of all time, I don't know if 8-Ball's.
I don't, but I would put 8-Ball over Lloyd Banks. I would put 8-Ball over Stack Bundles.
MCs belong on this list? Like, this is ridiculous. Come on now. Like, what are we trying to prove here? Like, you just decredibilized this whole list.
Okay. Benny Siegel's at 11.
Better than Pop. Come on, this is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Better than Scarface.
Scarface, Pop.
Yeah, better than Scarface. That should not be what's up. Yeah.
No, Kendrick's 10.
Kendrick's definitely, yeah.
He's better than Rakim? No. He's better than Andre 3000?
No.
He's better than Pop? Hell no.
No.
He's better than Scarface? Hell no. Beanie wasn't even better than DMX in his prime.
I'm going to tell you who is at a good number, I think, though. I'm going to tell you, I think Twista's at a good number.
Yeah.
Twista could have been in the 40s, though. He could have been in the 30s or the 40s.
Easily dropped.
I think Method Man's at a good number.
Yeah, so is Raekwon.
Eminem should be higher. I think Raekwon's at a solid number. I think that's a solid number for Raekwon.
Personally, I may put Method Man over Raekwon.
Really?
I go Method over Raekwon.
Now, I'm not talking about your favorite. I'm talking about objectively. You could still say
I go Method Man.
Personal feelings to the side.
I go Method Man over Raekwon.
You ain't saying that because he's your favorite. You saying that skill set.
I go Method Man over Raekwon.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know too many people gonna argue with you. But I mean, Raekwon is always good. But here's what I will say: I think Ghostface had a good number. Ghostface at 9. Ghostface is better than Raekwon and Meth. I think he's been the most consistent out of the Wu of putting up albums that were actually credible.
Good place. Ghostface is a top 10 rapper ever.
I'm not mad at Ghostface for being top 10.
Hell no.
I'm not mad at Ghostface for being top 10. I'm not mad at Ghostface. There are a lot of people that feel like Ghostface can be in the top 10, bro. I'm not alone in this argument. There are a lot of people that will tell you they think Ghostface should be in the top 10. This is not.
Ghostface is not in the top 10.
No, this is not unheard of, is what I'm saying. You acting like what I'm saying is foreign.
This is crazy.
No, it's not.
This is utter.
No, it's not. I'm not mad at Ghostface for being number 9.
I'm a Ghostface fan, but top 10, come on now.
I'm not mad at him being number 9.
So you telling me there are not 9, there's only 9. Oh, let's say he's number 9, there's only 8 rappers all time.
I said I'm not mad at him being in top 10.
Okay, so you're saying there's only 9 rappers better than Ghostface Killer ever?
He's better than Stack Bundles. We keep going. I think he's better than Mace.
There are only 9 rappers.
I said no. That's not what I said. I said that's not what I said. See, that's not what I said. I said I'm not mad. I said I'm not mad at that. I didn't say it's my statement.
Somebody said that it's only 9.
No, I'm not mad. I didn't say, but this is not my list.
Better than Ghostface Killer.
I didn't say this is my list. I said I'm not mad.
That is.
No, it's not crazy because what I'm saying is I've heard people say that he's top 10, but you're not listening though.
It's ridiculous.
But bro, you're not listening. I'm saying that I've heard the argument that Ghostface has been top 10. So when I see that Ghostface, anytime I see Ghostface in a top 10 list, I'm not shocked. But you're not listening. I said I'm not shocked.
Really not listening.
No, I'm not listening. You're not listening. I said no, you're not listening. You're not listening. I said that whenever, dog, let me finish my sentence, please. I'm saying that whenever I see Ghostface in a top 10 list, I'm not shocked because I've heard the argument of Ghostface being sometimes people top 5. I've heard that argument for the past 20-something years. I've heard that argument. So when I see him at a number 9, I'm not upset with that because I'm used to seeing him in a top 10 range. I definitely don't see him falling under 15. By no means.
Oh, you finished or you done?
I'm done. That's my point I wanted to get across before I was so rudely, multiply interrupted numerous times.
But this isn't about everybody else. This is about your opinion of it. This is about your
I have to sit down and do my list, though. Like, I have to sit down and do my list.
So you can't find 10 people better than Ghostface?
I said I can see him in 10. I can see 10 people better than Ghostface, yeah.
You can't find 15 people better than Ghostface?
I don't know. I have to really, think about it. I have to really think about it. No, seriously.
Top 20, if that. 20.
He's definitely in the 20. No, he's definitely in 20. I said I could see him in 15. No, he's not. No, he's not below 20. No, then you ain't buy. There's no way somebody who has been listening to his music objectively. See, the difference between you and you don't have any objectivity. You only judge things by your personal like.
No,
I can judge someone and they don't have to. I don't have to be a personal fan.
Absolutely not.
That's the issue.
There are people on this list that are good that I don't personally enjoy that music.
You couldn't give Lauryn Hill her props and she would demolish your dudes.
She wasn't.
You said she couldn't be in top 50.
All right, bro. Like I'm not a legit Scarface fan, but I objectively respect Scarface's work and his talent.
So do you think Scarface being 16 is okay?
Yeah. I think that's a good number for him.
Okay.
Somewhere around it.
Okay. That's all
Do I think Ghostface?
Okay. So wait. So if you said you think that's a good number for him, but if you was to actually sit down and do your list, could Scarface drop below 16 or could he go higher if you was actually sit down and do your personal list? Is there a possibility is what I'm saying? That he can either drop or he can be higher on your top 20.
Ghostface is nowhere near.
Dog, you're not answering my question. Answer the question.
It's a possibility, but
okay, so that's the same.
He's gonna be somewhere near there.
My point is,
he's gonna drop up. He's gonna go up one. Or
my point is, that's the same thing that I am saying to you is that I am used to when I'm hearing arguments about top 10 and top 20. I've seen numerous times for the past years of my life, Ghostface being in top 10 to 15. I said I would have to do my list to tell you, but he would definitely be in my 15.
He's in your 15.
He's
top 15 all time. Ghostface.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna legitimately stand.
Yes. Off top. Because Wu-Tang is one of the most greatest groups ever created. Okay, and Ghostface is the best out of the Wu-Tang. Yes.
Next subject.
As far as being consistent, what album does Raekwon have past the red tape? As far as being consistent.
There's another member that has multiple platinum albums.
I'm saying, but as far as the albums, who's been the most consistent Wu player? Ghostface. Ghostface has put up the most consistent, credible work. From Iron Man, Shayla Ghost, he's put, out of all the Wu, he's put the most consistent, credible work that we look at. Consistently out of the Wu. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. But as you can see, when they say let's argue, you know what I mean, tripping. Like, for example, objectively, I would have T.I. higher. Because T.I. is one of my favorite rappers. But objectively, T.I. being at 24, I'm not mad at that. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at that.
Next subject.
I'm just saying. Hey, but getting to the argument that we were saying earlier that you was cutting me off for, somebody came in and said that they were the best, period, and that was your boy Wale.
He didn't say he was the best, period. He said he's one of the best.
He's one of the best.
One of the greatest ever there. I said it. That's what he said.
Hey, man, if Blueface raps off beat, Wale has a tendency to rap off subject. If he's not rapping about a girl, he tends to rap in confusion, like a circle of confusion. Mm-hmm. I think he's dope. He got dope albums, but it's like sometimes he'll just be rapping for the sake of rapping if he's not rapping about a girl. But, do you think he gets overlooked?
Of course. Wale is very talented. He's a very great lyricist. So, I mean, he can say that.
He can say he's
one of the greatest.
I think in the new school, I don't think he gets appreciated as much as he should. It's like after we mentioned Kendrick Cole and Drake, Wale never gets really mentioned like the way he probably should. We talk about being consistent. He's put up some consistent good work. I just think that lyrically, when it comes to him rapping, sometimes he falls out of focus. If he's not rapping about a girl. When he rap about a girl, he all in. He all in. You know what I'm saying? Lotus Firebomb, he all in. But, we need to one day do our top 20 list, homie, and have a real argument on this show about that.
I have Ghostface on.
I might. You never know.
Terrible.
Speaking of somebody who was on the list but we didn't even acknowledge, what you think about Rick Ross? The fact that he put Lil Wayne and Pusha T on the same track of his upcoming album, and neither one of them knew it.
Neither one of them knew it. Well, I mean, they got to clear it. So
they cleared it, but they didn't know it. They cleared their verses being on there, but he said he didn't tell neither one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's the new move. I mean, you think Drake told Nicki he was going to have cardio over your fest this week? Ooh, I wonder how that goes over. I wonder how that conversation is going to go over.
I mean, but do you think that was wrong of Rick?
No, I think that's just Rick trying to finesse a power move.
I mean, he claimed he felt like their beef should be over now because it's been going on for years.
Well, that ain't gonna stop it. We had beefs go on tracks. I mean, T.I. and Ludacris went on each other on Young Buck's song.
I mean, but that was because Young Buck kind of set that up to be on that. Hey man, he going on you, and had him do that. So that was orchestrated. I don't know if I'm cool. If I'm Pusha T or if I'm Lil Wayne, I'm not cool with that. Me and you gonna have to have a conversation. Because you put me on the track with somebody who I've been going at it for like a good decade. So it's not up to you to determine when my beef is over with. It's how I look at it. You know what I mean? I don't know about that move, Rick. I mean, I'm looking forward to Port of Miami too, but I don't know about that move right there. You know what I mean? Because that's like somebody putting Rick Ross on the song with 50 Cent. How would he feel about that? And don't tell him.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? And name the track "Hate It or Love It Too." You know what I mean? So I just, it's just something I just want to get into. Do we care about the MTV Music Award, Video Music Award nominations?
We still do a little bit.
We do?
I mean, it's going to be a big deal. MTV's going to blow it up.
Lil Nas X got nominated, of course. 21 Savage got nominated a lot,
Taylor Swift, of course.
Lil Nas 8 got 8 nominations, and Taylor Swift definitely got nominated. I'm only want to see Taylor Swift as Kanye going to show up, but that's probably highly unlikely.
Yeah, Lil Nas going to continue to ride this wave. The longest running number one song ever now.
He's riding that wave.
He took the torch from Mariah Carey.
He's changing seasons.
Yeah, but one song.
Like when that song came out, we were in a different season. I think we were still in hoodie season.
Yeah, I think it's 17 weeks now.
Yo, shout out to him, man.
It's only 50 weeks in a year. he almost at half the year.
Yeah, he has. He has. Big shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She trademarked Hot Girl Summer. I thought she probably already had a trademark, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess somebody must have educated her on that. That's the thing about when you do these hashtags, they kind of run off with life for themselves. But she also got the song, and I honestly thought that was already probably like a song, to be honest with you. But she got the song with Nicki Minaj. How you like about it?
Ty Dolla $ign as well.
How you like it?
It's a good record. It's going to go.
It is?
She is, Megan's just on fire right now.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj pulling that Jay-Z move. She put her arm around the youngin'.
Oh yeah, she finally got there.
Yeah, finally got there. Because we've been talking about that for a minute on this show. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Finally got the drift. Like,
yeah.
You better figure this out real quick. It's about to get real.
Yeah.
It's about to get real.
Nicki's kind of chilling out a little bit now. She about to get married,
Have some babies. Club shout out.
Yeah, so maybe she.
I choose her.
Yeah. I'm saying maybe her temperament is chilling. I don't know. We'll see her on a voluntarily on the track with Cardi B, but she can definitely put her arm around plenty of these other women.
No, that's not happening no time.
Yeah. So shout out to her for that. Embracing Megan. Megan, like you said, Megan's definitely on fire. Some albums that definitely came out. YB and Cordae, his album. I listened to it. You got a chance to listen to it?
Yep.
The Lost Boys.
It's a great album.
It's a great album. I can't even front. It's a great album.
DMV's on.
Yeah, it's a great album, man. I can't front. It's a little bit old right now, but I'm still rocking that Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers. I'm still rocking that Big Crit. I'm still rocking that Nas Lost Tapes. Nobody cares about Iggy Azalea.
You not rocking that?
Iggy Azalea? Am I rocking that? Nah, man. It don't really fit in my playlist. No, I don't. It don't really fit in my playlist, man. No, I don't. I'm too busy playing Megan. I gotta be careful though. I be at the gym and Megan come on. I be hitting the dumbbells, big old freak. Big old freak. I be like, oh snap. Let me cut this off real quick. It's kind of changing up my whole attitude. You know what I'm saying? But Megan go hard though. You know what I'm saying? Megan go hard. So, who else that came out though? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Because those are people who came out while we were gone. But I feel like I'm missing. Oh, Chance had came out, duh. But first of all, let me tell you who go hard. That Young Dolph go hard. Young Dolph and Key. Yeah, that go hard. That Dumb and Dumber, I came from. It's the most ignorant hood banging music I ever heard in my life, but it goes so hard, yo.
Oh, Key's hot. Key
yo, they ain't talking about nothing positive, and I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it.
Key Glock is up next.
Yeah, it go hard, man. The Chance the Rapper album, I think it seemed too panderish for me. It does.
What word did you use?
Panderish, man. It seemed like he made like a good portion of the album of what he think people would like. Like he think people would like this. It doesn't sound overall the album doesn't sound like a genuine thing that he wanted to express. It felt like he was making music that he think will please people. It's too long. I think it's dope. Like it's okay, but it wasn't really what I was really expecting. It ain't really something that I'm really, really rocking with. Maybe I'll give another listen, but when the album drops on Friday, I listen to it for that weekend, and your album gotta be tough for me to listen to you past Sunday. Because come Monday, I'm on to something else. So that's why I've been playing that Big Crit still. So, big ups to them on that. What's been popping off in some sports, bro?
Yeah, I mean, NCAA just reported that they are implementing a new guidelines for agents that actually want to pursue athletes that are testing the waters for NBA drafts, saying they have to get they have to have a bachelor's degree, have to be sanctioned by the NBPA. They're basically trying to put a bunch of rules and guidelines in it because now bros are coming with sports agencies. Bros are agents now, so they're trying to, keep it. Just,
so help me understand. Are they raising the stakes of what an agent has to have in order to be an official agent?
Correct.
Okay.
In order to be an official agent, the NCAA just passed the law, and actually LeBron just commented on it. He actually said, "Nope, can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop. You're not going to stop the progression of this."
Do you think that's a direct result of Rich Paul?
Exactly.
Okay.
Rich Paul and Jay-Z.
Okay.
Rock Nation and Clutch Sports. That's where all the athletes are going because that's who they identify with. That's what they feel safe with. They feel safe with Jay-Z. They feel safe with LeBron. Come on.
That's not by accident.
That's not by accident, but on the wayside, all the traditionals, they don't like that, of course. So
to Rich Paul's credit, though, he's been in this game for a minute. I think he used to work under somebody, right?
Yeah.
He's worked. I might be wrong. I think I read that he worked under LeBron's agent when he first got into the game.
Probably, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's just the trickle effect of what is going that everybody's funneling to them. So it just makes the traditional guy. Anytime anything changes, people get scared.
You want to know who hate this move more than NBA owners? I'll give you one guess.
NFL owners?
Yep. Nope. Actually, no. You know who hate it more than them? NFL players. Because every time you see a move from an NBA player, an NFL player always tweet.
I wish I could.
Right. It's like they always let you know, bro, you can't even say in the NFL what team you not going.
The NFL is a slave ship still.
Yeah.
It's still a slave ship.
Truth be told, the NBA is. They just the field one. They just in the house. They just got a little bit more privileges, but they're earning their way.
And also, Carmelo Anthony did a whole interview with Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking about that. He talked about how the NBA players been running the league, but they're just more business savvy than ever before. So everybody owns businesses.
So let me ask you. Would you have ever thought in your wildest dreams that Carmelo Anthony would end up in this position right here where don't nobody want him?
Like he said, I don't think it's that nobody wants him. I just thought, he feels, people had a perception of Melo that he would not settle for a certain role at this stage of his career. He still wanted to be the number one option wherever he is. And that's what that interview with Stephen A. Smith was about. Now, I hope he does end up on a good team. I hope he ends up on the Lakers.
But my point is,
what I did not know is that the Miami thing was never supposed to be Chris Bosh. It was supposed to have been Melo, LeBron, and Wade.
Well, I remember that back then.
Yeah, but
I remember that.
A 5-year deal instead of a 3-year deal. Which if he'd have took the 3-year deal, he could have got out and went to Miami with them at that time.
No, I remember hearing that back then.
I remember the rumors, but I didn't know it was a legit.
You know it was true until he said it, right?
It was a legit thing. He was supposed to do it. But when they was bringing it to him, he was actually in the midst of signing.
If you remember when they came to lead, those were the guys that were the head of the new generation. That totally makes sense. Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Carmelo. That totally makes it. When Chris Bosh jumped into that mix originally, we were all kind of like, okay. But that's not something we saw. You know what I mean? But we can definitely see Carmelo and LeBron. We can see Carmelo and LeBron now. Because they're all friends.
Yeah, I hope he does go to LA. That's why I hope he ends up. Go to LA, get a ring, and your whole career, your legacy.
I guess I'm asking is that there's no way I would have thought that Carmelo, even if you say what you're saying is correct, right? Everything that you're saying about the fact that, people think they got this perception of him. He ain't the first basketball player where people had a perception of. But my point is, people still wanted you. You understand? I just never thought we'd get to a point where it don't seem like they want him. And I think because Melo
scapegoated in Houston.
Well, also Melo too. Unfortunately, the game changed while he was kind of still in his prime because the days of you just being in this one position, that's not it no more. You know what I mean? Everybody plays more than one position now. You know, Steph Curry's bounce between being a 1 and a 2. Klay Thompson bounces between being a 2 and a 3. Draymond's all over the place. So if you are moving the ball a lot more, somebody like Melo may not fit. But it's hard for me to believe that not one team want Melo, not one. That's crazy, yo.
He's gonna be on the roster this year. He's definitely gonna be on the roster this year. And also, Zion Williams signed a multi-year deal with Jordan, so we got the Air Zions coming.
Okay, I wonder how much that check gonna look like.
Oh, that check is gonna be great.
I see your boy Vince Carter. Finally, he decided he's gonna play one more year.
Yes,
making him officially the longest playing active NBA player, 22 years. He passed up Robert Parrish.
22 years, and if he had went straight out of high school, this would be his 25th year. So he's been playing ball outside of high school for 25 years.
He's been playing outside of college.
Outside of high school for 25
No,
years.
he went to college. Oh, you talking about just the fact he's been playing ball?
Yes.
Okay.
After high school, he's been playing basketball for 25 years. Because he was in college for 3 years.
Yeah.
This is his 22nd year.
Yeah.
And in the NBA, so that's a lot. That's a lot of ball. So,
yeah.
So his money is good because he's been making millions for.
Well, the thing
years.
also he's still like a low key threat. He ain't dunking on you no more, but he'll shoot them threes.
Yeah, he just changed his game. He's playing off knowledge now.
Yeah. He got the old man stroll.
Yeah, he's playing off knowledge. He's playing off wisdom.
Yeah, he got the old man stroll. When he go down the court, he's like, yo, right here, young fella, right here. You know, take the 2 steps to shoot.
Speaking of the old man stroll, let's take it back.
What?
Retro.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? This is what happens when you jump out of yourself. I usually do the transitions.
It's called the same way, bro.
No, but you're not supposed to say retro verbally. That's why I was like, take what back? What you talking about? Well, anyway, not this past week, but also 2 weeks ago was the anniversary of Summertime, which came out back in '91. So shout out to that record because Summertime still goes hard, huh?
91?
Yeah, '91.
Okay.
What you thought?
I seen somebody. I don't know why I thought it was like '93 or '94, but yeah, somebody actually just tweeted a picture like somebody was at like the actual basketball court where they shot Roberto Clemente Park in Philadelphia, where they shot the
Summertime video?
No, not the Summertime video.
The intro of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Oh, okay, yeah.
And they held the picture of them up at like the actual, and it was like they had it like perfectly sounded, so like
really,
and everybody was standing in the place because the place still looks the same.
It does. I drove past it. It does look the same.
Exactly.
And you know what's so crazy? You know how when when you're in someone's neighborhood and they point something out to you, sometimes you got to kind of squint a little bit. You got to kind of be like, is that really it? When you see that part, you like, oh yeah, that is it. Like it looks exactly like the way you saw it when he's getting spent around in the opening credits. Like, yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, shout out to that record. Also, they announced that there's going to be a Tupac and Afeni Shakur docu-series on FX, and it's going to be directed by Alan Hughes.
Just let him rest in peace.
Yeah, but Alan Hughes actually knew him though, so I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad when people who actually knew you do that, and we don't know a lot of people don't know about Afeni, man. See, here's the thing. Here's what you got to understand. I used to work with kids, all right? And I see you making a face right now, but I used to work with kids. I worked with kids for like years. Let me tell you something, bro. You have to refresh documentaries, dog, because kids be making up their own history and they will forget. I'm telling you right now. I know people be like, oh, man, I'm tired of slave movies. Bro, I walked into a class one time. Kids was like, yeah, man, I heard slaves, man, once they pay their bill, they can go home. What? and I get it. We need more information and variety. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro, you have to, because in this new era, so you got to think about when you and I grew up, right? Here's the difference. When you and I grew up, not only did we know what was in front of us, but we knew a good 10 years behind us because of reruns. You know what I mean? They were always playing reruns. Like, for example, Good Times. I wasn't born with Good Times like you were, but we saw the reruns when you and I were coming up. We saw the reruns, so we knew what Good Times were when people made that reference. We knew Superfly because the rappers were sampling, the 70s, movies. So we knew what Shaft was, even though all these movies came out before we were born, way before we were born. Cooley High. We knew that, right? Nowadays, everything is moving forward. If you think about the TV shows nowadays, man, when they are on, they don't do summer reruns no more. When it's time for them to actually do an actual a show, they just take it out and they put a summer show in. So there's no summer rerun. So there's nothing that's on repeat. So everything is forward. So I'm not mad at a new docuseries that's actually going to feature Pac and his mother. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. And like I said, especially if it's coming from someone who actually knew him. I think the Tupac movie would have been 10 times better if they would have let John Singleton do it originally, like the way he was doing it. Rest in peace to John Singleton. Remember, he left. That's why that movie came out trash, probably.
Yeah, but I heard John Singleton was trying to have him raped in jail and all types of stuff. Like, I don't know. I heard John Singleton's version was kind of crazy.
I mean, he never really, when they asked him about it on Breakfast Club, his question was like, he said there was a scene, I think he said, where Pac witnessed the rape is what he wanted to really get across. But, you know, I don't know, man. That movie was trash. Maybe still.
It actually came away in BET like last week.
Yeah, that's how you know. That movie was trash, bro. You know what I mean? It was like super, super duper trash. So but you know, a docuseries ain't bad either. Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, like I said, Allen Hughes. I mean, even though he low key had fell out with Pac because they got into a fight, you know, he still worked with him very, very early. You know, the Hughes brothers did Brenda's Got a Baby video.
Yeah, I know that.
So they go back. I'm just saying they go back. So. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. So it's
that list at Pocket 15 was so crazy.
And listen, FX has been putting up some good content because getting into that real quick, they just announced right before you and I did the show that they have already gave the green light for the Atlanta TV show season 4, and season 3 hasn't even premiered yet. So what they're going to do is they're going to film season 3 and season 4 back to back. I mean, Atlanta had already took 2 years off between season 1 and season 2. They love that show so much, man. With Donald Glover's busy schedule, they wait on him. That's how much they love that show. Like, they'll wait. Because technically, this whole summer, they ain't been on Atlanta. They about to start filming it in 2020, so it's about to have another 2-year break.
On some Issa Rae stuff.
Just about. But he been doing it. But that's how much they love him, is that they're waiting on. They'll just wait. Did you get a chance to check out The Lion King? Speaking of Donald Glover, did you check out The Lion King?
Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I saw it, bro. You know, it ain't gonna hit you the way the cartoon hit you.
It don't hit you the way the cartoon.
Nah, man, there's no emotions. The computer version of the lions, of the real version, they don't give you the same emotion as the cartoon. Like, you don't feel it. It's the same thing, James Earl Jones voice and everything, but you don't. There's no soul. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah. Because the cartoon, they make facial expressions. Simba was crying. You can see the tears. When this happened in this one, Simba just kind of like, Daddy, wake up. Damn, Dad. Damn, Dad, you sleep like a mother. Like, it ain't, you don't really feel it, bro. But on the good part, though, they do give you a little extra, because then you also realize that The Lion King, which most cartoon movies, it really wasn't that long. So they kind of give you a little bit more history of certain things, too. So you kind of be like, oh, that's why Scar's pissed off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, they give you a little bit more depth in it. Like, oh, okay.
We don't spoil that part.
No, I mean, you'll see it. You'll see it. You know what I mean? You'll see it. So, yeah, you kind of, you just kind of don't get it. Another thing, shout out to all my comic book heads. I know I'm late on this, but I just got to give my little comment. They announced that Martial Allah is going to be the new Blade. And a lot of the fans of Blade were upset because when they announced their new Blade, people wanted, Wesley. Because what a lot of people don't know is Wesley's Blade saved Marvel. Marvel was bankrupt. Mm-hmm. And if you go back, you look at the first Blade, like, Marvel barely wanted to advertise that. Like, they barely was, how now when Marvel telling you they about to have a movie, they got Marvel, they do the little flip. Man, when Blade came out, they show you Marvel at the end of the credits. He saved Marvel from going into bankruptcy, and he don't get the credit he deserves, especially Blade 1 and 2. Blade 3 is when they try to bring the white folks in, and you know what I'm saying, he was arguing on the set and everything, and he ain't pay his taxes and so on and so on and so on. But yeah, he ain't pay his taxes. But I'm telling you right now, man, like Blade, it saved Marvel. So maybe they can have him have Wesley show up or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, he pop in there and just
be a dad or something.
Yeah, give guidance and leadership.
Yeah,
be a type of Alfred.
He can be the Whistler, you know what I mean? Instead of the white dude, he can be the Whistler, give Martial Allah some knowledge, you know what I mean? So, I ain't mad at that, though. So, shout out to that announcement, man. Ain't nothing else really popping, man. Hold on. I think, is that a fire alarm outside? Yeah. We tripping. We got a fire alarm really going on outside.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down, basement. Any other announcements you got, bro?
No, not yet.
Nothing? I'm saying no clubs, no nothing?
No, Decades on Wednesdays, out for Friday.
Oh, snap. That's real loud out there. You hear that?
Yeah, it's real loud.
Yeah, it's real loud. So we don't got time to edit. That's why we just gonna tell y'all what's going on out there because neither one of us really got time for all that. Big shout out to all my folks. I'm getting ready to get on the plane actually down to Miami. Head down to the NABJ conference. Shout out to my folks. So by the time you hear this, I'll be already down to Miami. I will shout some of y'all out, but at this point right now when I'm recording, my brain didn't went blank. So shout out to NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists. We're gonna be down there. Make sure you check out Walks and Chews Bubblegum. It's a blog site I write on every single weekend. Make sure you check out AURN. I wrote a nice piece on there about lady MCs, past and present. Who today's MC, lady rapper, remind you of in the past. Check that out too, AURN online. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter at J.Hall Radio. Follow this guy right here at DJ Akademiks. You can also catch our podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. You can check us out on all of the platforms. Make sure you type in Hip Hop Matrix Show, one word. As usual, be blessed, successful, and we'll talk to you soon. We goes!
It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show.